Let us move on to item number 8.
Item number 8 is proclamation recognizing Creek Week 2021. Lojinos Gonzalez, Jr., Commissioner, Board of County Commissioners.
Thank you, and I believe we already have individuals coming forward representing Creek Week, and so I would like to move to approve a proclamation recognizing Creek Week 2021. Whereas El Paso County residents and visitors are able to enjoy extensive and diverse natural resources such as forests, grasslands, riparian areas, lakes, creeks, and a wide variety of open spaces. And whereas the Fountain Creek watershed, including Fountain Creek, related wetlands, existing trails, and recreational facilities, is a unique watershed that is an important resource and valuable asset for the people of El Paso County and the Pikes Peak region. And whereas the Fountain Creek Watershed Flood Control and Greenway District is partnering with El Paso County, the City of Colorado Springs Utilities, and numerous community organizations to coordinate the 8th annual Creek Week cleanup to encourage the protection, restoration, and maintenance of the Fountain Creek watershed. And whereas this 9-day litter cleanup effort begins in El Paso County's Fountain Creek Regional Park on September 25th and runs through October 3rd. And whereas Creek Week programs and activities are designed to raise awareness of water quality and littering issues within our watershed, to encourage organizations and individuals to collect litter and debris and make Fountain Creek and the watershed cleaner and safer. And whereas businesses, churches, schools, nonprofits, neighborhood associations, youth groups, service clubs, and individuals are encouraged to form a creek crew to clean up at a Creek Week project site. And whereas Creek Week litter removal activities will reduce pollution in our creeks and remove clogs in our waterways that can lead to flooding, provide for a safer drinking water supply, and enhance wildlife habitat and property values. Now, therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of El Paso County, Colorado, hereby recognizes the week of September 25th through October 3rd, 2021 as Creek Week in El Paso County and encourages citizens to help protect, restore, and maintain our waterways by participating in Creek Week activities. Done this 7th day of September 2021 at Colorado Springs, Colorado. The Board of County Commissioners of El Paso County, Colorado, signed Stan Vanderwerf, Chair, Cami Bremer, Vice Chair, Lojinos Gonzalez, Jr., Holly Williams, Carrie Geithner, members, and attested to by Chuck Berman, County Clerk and Recorder.
And I'll second.
Well, thank you. And I was just gonna, I had a little bit of a, it was hard to say one of those sentences. We had so many Creek Weeks and Creek Crews together. But this has always been an amazing organization and group and collaboration for the last several years. And as the kickoff is always in the regional park down in my area, I've gotten to participate numerous times and getting to see all the cleanups. Stan the Can will be out there, and usually we also have some of the local. I think we have the Vibes mascot out there usually, and others. It's always a great event, and just seeing the great things that they do. But I'm going to turn it over so that we can get an official update of Creek Week.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Dana Nordstrom. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for El Paso County Community Services. I've had the pleasure of serving on the Creek Week Steering Committee for the last 8 years. This event provides the public with an opportunity to contribute to the health of the community and increase awareness about their home watershed. I've represented the county with sponsorship, Creek crew leader training, and project management. We do work with organizations, nonprofits, educational institutions, and government agencies who really are invested in county parks. Today we have Ali Shook, I think she's the program director for Creek Week, and she's with the Fountain Creek Watershed Flood Control and Greenway District.
Good morning, Commissioners. Yeah, my name is Allie Shook. I'm the Watershed Outreach Coordinator for the Fountain Creek Watershed District. And for some of you, if you're not aware, the Watershed District works to protect the people and property of the region through flood control, development of trails and recreational spaces, protecting wetland open space, maintaining clean water, and engaging the community in events such as Creek Week. Creek Week, we are so proud to say, is now Colorado's largest watershed-wide cleanup, and over the past 7 years, we've removed well over 100 tons of litter, thanks to these volunteers. This 9-day event is easy, it's fun, it may be a little hard to say, but it's gratifying because you can see those results instantly, and it truly does bring citizens across our jurisdictions together for something that benefits us all, as well as for our neighbors downstream, clear all the way down to the ocean. Creek Week has spurred additional volunteer projects throughout the year, and we're truly developing watershed warriors, people that care about the health of their waterways and communities and understand what a value that is to us. We're very grateful for you partners here at El Paso County in particular. I do want to recognize Dana Nordstrom. She has been a very high contributor on our steering committee from the beginning. Also want to recognize both of the nature centers for continuing to host cleanups each year, as well as the Bear Creek Maintenance Shop crew. They allow us to store our materials and then we'll do material pickup days there. I also want to recognize Commissioner Gonzalez for your service on the Watershed District Board, and thank you personally for your support. We would not be as successful with this event without partners such as you, and as you say, the collaborative nature. So I'd like to invite everyone to pick a date, pick a location, and pick it up starting September 25th. And we do have a new 30-second commercial that we'd like to reveal today if we're ready for that.
You're invited to the 8th Annual Creek Week Cleanup. Help make a difference in your neighborhood by cleaning up our parks, trails, and waterways. This 9-day event brings together communities in the Fountain Creek watershed and beyond to pick up litter on land and in the water that impacts our environment locally and downstream. Create your own creek crew or join one of the more than 100 public cleanups. Visit our Creek Week website for more information and to sign up today. Help make our world cleaner and safer for all of us to enjoy.
With that, I'd like to invite everyone to come on out and answer any questions you all have.
Are there any questions from the board? Yes, Commissioner Williams.
Yeah, I just have a comment. First, of course, thanks to Dana and thanks to you for being here today. I find it interesting. So Colorado Springs Utilities relies primarily on the Colorado River on the west side of the mountains for their water, and on Saturday, Club 20 is actually hosting a discussion about whether or not there's going to be a call on the water on the west side of the mountain, and that's, Colorado Springs' main source of water. So as we clean up the creeks, it would be nice to remember to keep them clean, because we might not be having as much water in them until we get the drought problem solved, in Arizona and California and Nevada, where they're having to cut way back on water. So it would be an interesting discussion to hear, but thank you for doing all that you do. And I think I may have seen Stan the Can on Friday here at work, but maybe that's because I know who might be under that costume. So thank you.
Very good. Yeah, water is really the most critical issue that we are going to face here in the West. And I think something as easy as going out for an hour and cleaning up your backyard creek really helps to develop that understanding of what that value is to us and how that little thing we can do can make a difference.
Commissioner Bremer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was waiting on someone to crack a joke about Stan the Can, not to be confused with our own chair, Stan Vanderwerf.
I knew it was coming.
But yes, great work. It's very exciting to see this happening, of course, any year, but I believe that the two of you can definitely attest to the amount, to the sheer volume of patrons to our trails and waterways that we've had in the last 2 years as people got out and away from their homes, but in a safe outdoor environment for themselves. So I am sure that there is much, that also means there's much more of this cleanup work to be done, but it's also an opportunity for more exposure to what this area has to offer and how we can all contribute in making sure that it stays a beautiful place for people to recreate. So thank you for your work. Thank you for the partnerships. I know there are numerous other nonprofits that come alongside, government and corporate environments to ensure that this comes off. So thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Are there any other comments from the board? Yes, Commissioner Geithner.
I will just echo the comments very briefly here of my colleagues. Thank you for all of your wonderful work on this. I think it's important that we all know we're all responsible for our environment around us and engaging so many folks. I love the commercial, especially seeing the kids involved in those early on and how important that is. So just thank you for all of your work and look forward to getting out there and cleaning up.
Great.
All right, Commissioner, thank you. Commissioner Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And so I've gotten to work with Ally many years now as part of the Watershed District. So thank you for all the great work you've done with Dana, of course, for all the work she's done in all the aspects of the county. She's amazing and always motivated and enthusiastic in everything that she does. So I always look forward to seeing her at our events. So I do look forward to maybe having Stan actually in the can one of these times, at these events. I think that'll be really nice to see. But it's just amazing organization. I'm looking forward to it again, and I do encourage all of our residents to choose a day, pick a day, and help us, because clean water, a clean environment is vitally important to our community, and it's one of the things we take pride in, and I do encourage everybody to participate as best possible. Thank you.
All right, Stan is in the can. I just might need to do that. That could be a lot of fun. So I also want to thank everybody for the great work that they're doing on this. The largest, that's really awesome. Mm-hmm. Now, is the big Saturday 2 October?
It runs for 9 days, so the kickoff is Saturday the 25th. I haven't heard yet from Fountain Creek Nature Center, so I don't want to guarantee that day. They usually do it the first day. We're just getting registration going. So we'll be publicizing all of that.
Yeah, so I'll just ask Dana, make sure you get me signed up somewhere, either America the Beautiful or Bear Creek. I've had a lot of fun actually meeting groups and cleaning, and I really enjoy it. It's really a blast. So we're doing something good for the community, but you also get to meet people that care deeply about, clean water and clean environment for our citizens. So I've really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to being part of that again. Anyway, thank you again so much. And before we take a vote, are you interested in a photo, or do you?
Absolutely, yeah.
You do?
Let's do that.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Commissioner? Oh, yeah, she's there waiting for us. Okay. All right. Any other comments from the board? All right. Hearing none, let's go ahead and proceed with a vote. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Geithner.
Aye.
Commissioner Gonzalez.
Aye.
Commissioner Bremer.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. That passes 5-0. How could it not be 5-0? All right. So let's take a brief recess for a photograph, and we'll come right back.